Hello students, the first lesson in our physics part is the light, reflection and refraction. We are going to study about the properties and what are the concepts related to the reflection and the refraction of light. You know that this is very important lesson for the public examination because number of questions will ask very logically from this lesson. So let us start with the reflection of light. Reflection. Then, can you say what is a reflection? Do you hear about that? What is reflection? Yeah, you might have heard that. Because you might have heard that because of reflection, we are able to see the objects. If a reflection is not there, we can't see the objects clearly, or we cannot see the object at all. So, what is the meaning of reflection? The light is coming from sun and it is passing through the air and it will fall on a body. So, and from that body it will reflect to our eyes. Then we are able to see the object. So, when it is coming from a particular body, then we will call it as reflection. Okay, without a reflection it is not possible to see. I already told you. So it is actually the very fundamental way. If you say the light is falling on a body and interact with the body, then coming back, okay, reflect back or bounce back, different ways we can say. So this phenomena we will call it as reflection of light. Okay, so these reflections mainly we will classify into two. One is regular reflection, regular. Regular reflection. Second one we can call it as diffused reflection. Diffused reflection. So tell me how many types of reflections we have? Regular reflection and diffused reflection. Then what is meant by a regular reflection? If the light falls on a smooth surface like a mirror or water surface, then the rays will go in a definite order. So we can call this one as regular surface, regular reflection. So look at this. This is a mirror surface, we can say. If the parallel rays are falling on it, then it will reflect back parallelly in an order. So this kind of reflection we will call it as regular reflection. And what is the meaning of diffused or irregular reflection? The surface is even likewise uneven, we will say. So in this case, when the rays are falling, it will go in one direction. If it is here, it may go in different directions. So in this way, light will go in different directions. This kind of reflection we will call it as diffused reflection. Then I will ask you one question. Because of which reflections we are able to see the objects? Can anybody say? Okay, so it is because of diffused reflection. You know that from our face the light should reflect. If you want to see my face on this camera or in your video, so light should fall on my face and it should reflect towards the camera, then only camera will capture it. So my face is not just like a plain mirror. So it has a nose and it is projected outside, eyes are little bit getting inside and forehead is likewise. So different shapes are there for our body. So from every shape or every ups and downs, this light should reflect and come. Then it is almost a diffused reflection. So now I hope that nobody should have an doubt about regular reflection and irregular reflection. Now let us go move to the next topic. What is this reflection and laws of reflections on the plane mirror? There are certain laws for the reflection of light. So now we will study what are the laws of reflection for a plane mirror. You already learned this concept in 8th class also. We will once again study this one because this is very important for 10th class. So first law states that when a light is falling on a regular body, that means just like a prism, and this is called an incident ray. That means light is falling on a body. We will draw an imaginary line which is perpendicular to this. It is almost 90 degree. It is exactly 90 degree, and we will take this angle as angle of incidence. After falling here, then it will bounce back, and it will also get an angle, that is angle R. This is called the refracted angle, and this ray we will call it as incident ray. Incident ray. This is normal. This is reflected ray. And there is a relation between this angle of incidence and angle of reflection. So we will see that this angle of incidence I is equal to angle of reflection. So this is the first law of reflection. Okay, what is that? Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Suppose angle I is equal to 30 degree, you can see that angle R is also 30 degree. If angle I is equal to 40 degree, angle R is also 40 degree. So this is called the first law of reflection. Then next we will have a second law of reflection. What is the meaning of second law of reflection? You know that different planes are there. Now you are sitting in a room. So look at this, the floor, this corner we can see as x-axis, that corner you can see as y-axis. So you are in xy plane, and this corner here in the corner of a wall, we can call it as y-axis. So this board I placed in xy plane. If I keep a mirror here, and after that a laser light I put here, then it will reflect along the same plane only. It will not come to this direction. Okay, it will not go to xy plane, or it will not go to yz plane. So it will exactly go to the same plane. So that is what the second law says. So can you repeat after me? What is the second law? Incident ray, the normal, and the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. So that is actually the second law of reflection. Then you may have doubt. When the light is falling on this plane mirror, okay, what I said here, angle of incidence, angle of reflection, all are equal. Will the light follow the same rule when it is falling on an irregular surface as well? Yeah, it is correct. When the light is falling on the irregular surface also, it will follow the law, angle of incidence I and angle of reflection, both are equal in all these cases. So this is all about this laws of reflection in a plane mirror. Next, another concept you need to study about magnification. So do you know what is magnification? Magnification means how much bigger image you will get when compared to the object size. Okay, in a plane mirror you will get the same size of the object only as image you will get in that. Okay, so we can say that object size and image size both are equal. So its magnification, we can say that the magnification formula itself is hi by ho is equal to it is nothing but v by u equal to 1. Its magnification is always 1. Okay, its magnification of this plane mirror is always 1, because the object size is equal to image size, and this property is one of the properties of these images of plane mirror. Then you may have doubt, what are the properties of plane mirror? Okay, that also we need to study. Then first property is plane mirror always forms same size image. Second property is concerned, object distance and image distance both are equal. Object distance we will call it as u, image distance we will call it as v. So object distance is equal to image distance. Then third property is it is always virtual. The image is always virtual. What does it mean, virtual? So many students are having this confusion. What is the meaning of virtual image and a real image? Nothing to worry. So you may be watching movies, isn't it? So you are watching the movie on a screen. The image which is getting on a screen is called real image, and the image you are seeing directly on the mirror or lens, it is called as virtual image. So every day you are standing in front of the mirror and you will comb the hair, or you will check your personality or your makeup, whatever it may be. You are daily you will stand in front of the mirror. Okay. So what you are seeing, your face exactly you are seeing inside the mirror itself. You don't want any screen to see your face at all. So this type of image we will call it as virtual image. So you got the idea. I will tell you different examples. If you check a microscope you will get a bigger images. So that is actually a real image. We are not getting on the screen at all. Okay. So if any image is getting on a screen, that we will call it as real image. And if you don't want a screen, that we will call it as virtual image. And another important thing is this images formed by this plane mirror is always erect. Erect means what? Standing straight. Remember that all virtual images are erect. So these are the first introductory thing from our this light lesson. So today I told you what is reflection. Reflection is nothing but bouncing back of light from a surface. And second one is there are two types of reflection, regular reflection and diffused reflection. So because of diffused reflection, we are able to see the objects. And we also learned that there are two laws of reflection. One is first law, in which angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Second is, what about its plane? The incident ray, the normal, the reflected ray all lie in the same plane. And I also taught you what is the meaning of magnification. Magnification means how much big the image is when compared to object. So here the magnification of plane mirror image is always 1. That means object size is equal to image size. And here I also told you what is the characteristics of image formed by a plane mirror. Same size image and object distance, image distance, both are equal. It is always virtual. It is always erect. And one more thing is there, that is called a lateral inversion. Fifth one, I forgot to say, laterally inverted. What is the meaning of laterally inverted? So it is very simple thing. If you stand in front of a mirror and eat with your right hand, you will feel that you are eating with the left hand. Or you brush your teeth in front of the mirror, then you will with the right hand, then you will feel that you are brushing with the left hand. So this is called a lateral inversion. Okay. So these are the important points you have to keep in your mind from the first topic, okay, from the introductory part. So that's all today. We will meet with another video in the next day. Thank you.